Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. Good morning.
Good morning, girl.
Now let's talk about Super Tuesday.
Yeah, the results are in from Super Tuesday. As expected, both Trump and Biden did well, but there were a few little surprises. Take a listen.
Biden versus Trump, the rematch, is now all but assured after both men romped their way through Super Tuesday. They each did have a hiccup. President Biden lost in American Samoa, while Nikki Haley scored her second win of the nominating cycle over Donald Trump in Vermont. But she wasn't able to capitalize in states that might have really helped her, like in Virginia and in Maine, with their big swaths of moderate voters. Now, even with their big wins, even with their big delegate hauls, neither Biden nor Trump can call themselves their party's presumptive nominee just yet. That will likely happen soon, but more states need to vote first.
Boo. The rematch most Americans don't want. I wouldn't be surprised if this 2024 general election doesn't have one of the lowest voter turnouts in modern history. And what both candidates should be focusing on right now is energizing the people who aren't energized. Because you already know Trump got a base of people that are going to show up. Biden got a base of people that are going to show up. But will their bases be enough to win an election? I don't know.
We keep saying it's the election that nobody wants, but somebody wants it, right?
No,
Yeah.
It's our only options.
Well, somebody going to the polls, though.
Yeah,
like
they voted for Trump and not for Nikki Haley. You know, all these other people running against Biden. Nobody made
These are only options. None of these, no disrespect to none of these people that was running against Biden, but none of them were ever considered a really viable option. That's just the truth to the matter.
Well, let's listen to what Trump had to say after the polls closed. Take a listen.
Well, thank you very much. They call it Super Tuesday for a reason. This is a big one. And they tell me, the pundits and otherwise, that there's never been one like this. There's never been anything so conclusive. This was an amazing night, an amazing day. It's been an incredible period of time in our country's history. It's been sad in so many ways, but I think it's going to be inspiring because we're going to do something that, frankly, nobody's been able to do for a long time.
It will not be inspiring. Inspiring is not the word I would use for the upcoming election in November.
Well, I do want to say this because I want to make sure people, you'll hear, Joe Biden lost in American Samoa, but I want to tell you exactly how many people went to the polls. 51 people voted for Jason Palmer, 40 people voted for Joe Biden. So, we're talking about less than 100 people that went to the polls. Not that that's not important because every vote counts, but I do want people to know that as you're hearing, Joe Biden lost, we're literally talking about 51 people.
Hey, Tess, I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary. What the hell is the American Samoa? I ain't never heard of that.
It is a U.S. territory.
I've never heard of that. That's one of the,
and nobody ever heard of Jason Palmer either, but he won.
That's one of the 50 states?
No. It's not one.
I'm asking. I don't know. I've never heard of it.
It's not one of the 50 states.
I ain't nobody.
Not that I know of.
I never heard of that.
We just be adding stuff sometimes, though. So I don't know. I'm just kidding, though.
Samoa.
Yeah, it is a U.S. territory. It is an unincorporated territory of the United States located in the South Pacific Ocean, southeast of the island country of Samoa.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Now,
Joe Biden.
Y'all crazy. I ain't know that.
Shut up.
Tell him, Jess. Now, Joe Biden did not give a speech. And here's another missed opportunity, guys, where he should be coming out and saying something, but he didn't. He issued a statement saying that Americans had a clear choice. If Donald Trump returns to the White House, all of his progress is at risk. He is driven by grievance and grift, focused on revenge and retribution, not the American people. So again, I think he should have came out and said something, but he didn't. So what the hell do I know? So
I wonder if President Biden aware of all the unfortunate circumstances it took for him to get into the White House in 2020. Between COVID, between the threat of a Trump, between George Floyd and people being out in the street, it was a lot of unfortunate circumstances that energized people to go to the polls. It's not him. He need to get his ass up out there and be talking in front of people as much as possible if he's up to it. If he's not up to it, then sit down and let your surrogates handle the business.
He probably didn't know where Samoa was either, so he just say, I ain't speaking on it either.
And where are the surrogates? But I do want you to know there's still some races coming up. New York City, so you guys have an opportunity to vote April 2nd. So they did not clinch the nomination. There's still some states out there, and look forward to you guys telling us, how you're going to vote on April 2nd. I'm assuming you guys, you're not going to be the couch, are you? You're going to get up, you're going to vote?
Once again, The rematch most Americans don't want, okay? What about these independents who aren't energized? What about these hypothetical swing voters? What about the voter suppression we know Republicans are going to engage in November? What about the fact that Democrats have no defense against voter suppression except having a large voter turnout? I don't know. So to answer your question, Taz, yes, I will be voting.
Okay. I can tell by that.
But I don't know for who.
You stop.
Well, I want to tell you this, guys. Before we get out of here, Biden administration did cap credit card late fees at $8. Now that's a good thing, guys. Don't you agree? Like
hell yeah, because they be $25 or $30, sometimes $50.
So this is a good thing that they should be talking about. But, again, what the hell do we know? But this is continuing their junk campaign fees. And remember, we talked about earlier this year or last year, whatever it was, where they capped the NSF fees. We talked about that before. And so this is a part of that as well. So in a recent push to end the junk fees, Tuesday, the Biden administration acknowledged that they will be capping that. This will save Americans up to $10 billion a year. They said the ceiling will be $8. And of course, some of the folks will be suing, saying that this is, obviously affecting their bag. But the average late card fee is $32. So this is a good thing. Again, this is what
$8. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that's awesome. All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, what are we talking about next hour, Tez?
Well, New York, Vegas is full of nighttime visitors, night walkers as they call them. But there was a guest surprise visitor, a scorpion. I'm gonna tell you about that, but I'm not talking about the Zodiac. So we'll talk about that at 7 a.m.
Next Biden, you need to work on them subscriptions, boy. You buy one thing and you have a subscription for 5 years and you don't even know it. Whether it's something from Norton's, clean your computer, or it's a gym membership, or it's what else is there? So many different subscriptions. They just keep going and keep going, keep going. And it's like, Jesus, can you stop?
And when you wake up, you'll see that Apple took money for it. You be like, for what?
I do the same. I'm like, what is this?
And they only hit you when you sleep, so you wake up, it's already gone.
Yep.
You're like, damn.
Never thought about that. But get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now let's talk about Vegas nightlife.
Yes, Vegas nightlife. Michael Farchi says what goes on in Vegas will not be staying in Vegas. He's telling his story about a surprise nighttime hotel visitor. Take a listen.
Certainly going to Sin City can sting sometimes, but usually it's your wallet that takes the hit, not your genitals. But an Agora Hills man got a sharp surprise in the middle of the night when he says he was attacked by a scorpion on his testicles at a Vegas hotel.
I put my eyeglasses, then I was in shock that I have a scorpion over there just hanging on my underwear.
Michael Farchi says the scorpion attacked in the middle of the night as he was sound asleep at the Palazzo at the Venetian in Vegas.
I woke up with a sharp pain in my private area. I was surprised. I didn't know what is that. I reached my hand to see what's happening over there under the cover, and I just got another sharp pain.
The venomous creature stinging Farchi 3 to 4 times. The medical report clearly shows the focus of the injury.
Don't threaten that scorpion with a gay time. I wonder if the scorpion male or female.
I don't think he asked.
That matters.
I don't think he checked. No, it don't. Not when you're getting stung.
It does matter. Okay, if it was a male scorpion, then now you're gay.
No, shut up, man. Okay. He's not thinking about that.
You got your testicles touched on by a male in Vegas. Don't matter if it was a scorpion or not. Okay. You're gay.
That is crazy. But that wasn't even a cheap hotel. That's a nice hotel.
Yeah, and they said that this hotel has had problems with bed bugs in the past, and according allegedly, this is what his attorney said, that they've had some problems with Scorpios in the past as well. What offended Michael?
Scorpios.
Yeah, what offended him?
Scorpio people be staying
y'all
all the
bring
time.
astrological signs into everything.
Now, what offended him was he said that when he told the staff about it, that they were like, oh, okay, no big deal. He said he didn't get any sympathy. They still charged him for the room. So this actually happened in December. So I guess, he said since December, he's been traumatized, checking under covers, nervous, funny, always looking around waiting for a Scorpio to come bite on his testicles. Or I guess, he's been really, really traumatized. So he said he decided to go back and sue. So
how big are this man's testicles? That's the first thing the scorpion went for. The human body is big, bro.
Yeah,
why are nuts?
Well, he must sleep. He must sleep with his legs open.
Yeah,
and
he must got some huge balls,
like wide open.
That scorpion thought it was a threat.
He does have a picture online, guys. If y'all want to see his boxers that he had on, and he has the Scorpio. It's like he took the picture with the boxers and the Scorpio neatly placed gently in the testicles in the area, so you can see.
And then he said he didn't get sympathy. I'd have got sympathy. See, he ain't fall out. I'd have fell out. They would have the ambulance would have had to come get me. He didn't make enough of a scene.
I don't think you can. I wonder if you can sue a hotel for that.
Yes,
he's suing the hotel.
Scorpion bites you on your testicles.
So what happens if like a mosquito bites you in the hotel? Like these are bugs. Like these are insects. Like
it's different than a deadly scorpion. Though. And again,
what is wrong with you? A mosquito.
I'm just asking. Like I don't see how a hotel is liable for that. Like that's almost like an act of nature.
No, it's not.
No.
We're gonna see if he wins this lawsuit.
He wasn't sleeping outside. He was sleeping in the bed inside the hotel. It's not like
bugs and stuff don't get into hotels.
But bed bugs are not supposed to be getting into hotels. They're supposed to have
scorpions.
You're saying a bed bug. We're talking about scorpions.
Right. Even
that's worse.
Bed bugs are worse because bed bugs are the reason the hotel is liable is because that's cleanliness. You're clean.
Right. Well, they're saying that. Well, again, allegedly, his attorney said there's been a history of bed bugs and scorpions, that they've found scorpions before this particular hotel.
Let a snake slither up on you and bite your balls. What you gonna do?
It's not a snake. We're talking about a scorpion.
But I'm saying that's a reptile.
I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I'm just saying I would like to see how this plays out.
He absolutely would sue, though, is what I'm saying. Yes. He ain't got no problem suing nobody.
But just because you can sue don't mean that you will win. That's what I'm trying to say.
But they have insurance, so I'm sure they'll take care of it. But the fact that they still charge them for a room after the scorpion bit me on my testicles. Like that, they show no sympathy. They act like they care.
Show me where he bit you. Show me how do I know that he bit you?
He should go with his legs up and like bit me right here.
That's what I'm saying. You just showing me a picture of your boxes with a scorpion hanging from your boxes.
No. But the medical report did show. If you go look at the story, it showed where he was clearly bit in the nutsack. I know y'all keep saying testicles, but I prefer to say nutsack. He was clearly bit in it. It showed. The report showed it where he was bit.
We're saying testicles because we're on the radio test.
Okay.
I prefer nutsack. Okay, yeah, I do too. But we're on the radio.
Whoa. You do prefer that, huh? All right. Well, let's jump into the blindness epidemic.
Yeah, this is important. And they're saying Gen Zers, but I think this applies to everybody that stares at their phone. There's a new report that says Gen Zers are increasingly becoming nearsighted from staring at their electronic devices all day long. They said there's a blindness epidemic that's happening if they continue to stay indoors while being addicted to their phones. Now, the rate of nearsightedness has skyrocketed across the world with an increase of 46% in the UK over the last 3 decades. And in the US, nearsightedness has spiked 59% among teenagers. So this report is saying that they're facing mounting risks of developing serious vision problems that lead to blindness after missing out on natural sunlight during puberty. And they said the time spent in the sun boosts levels while staying indoors reduces the amount of the important neurotransmitters, which is leading to serious eye problems. But again, guys, I think this is not just a Gen Z problem. This is a across the board alphabet problem for all of us that stare at our phones all day long.
No, I agree. I mean, these phones are ruining us in ways that we don't even realize, and it's sad because we all can see it, but none of us can stop ourselves from it happening because we're all addicted to our damn phones.
Yeah, and you do see a lot more kids in elementary school wearing glasses. I see a lot more.
Neck problems, back problems, from scrunching over all the time. I've had to get my daughter like a different mattress, that she can sit up, so that she's not, because I'm concerned about always staring down, at the laptop. So like it's causing spine problems, neck problems. Like it's a lot. 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road, we're going to be looking back saying, oh, why didn't somebody say something? So I thought this was an important, story to put out there for all of us, by the way, not just teenagers.
Well, thank you, Tez.
Absolutely.
And make sure you follow at Tesla and Figaro on all social media platforms and subscribe to this Great Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network hosted by Tesla and Figaro.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.